It's cool, all the stories that we got going into this tournament and final bracket here, you know, with the undeads maybe being able to do something. You got Lin, you know, he's probably really wanting to show that he's the actual best orc in the world still. And then Yange, the dark horse, the underdog, the guy that nobody expected to be there, gets scouted immediately. That doesn't feel good. When you're opening like this, Ancient of War towards the Mer camp, and then you get scouted by a Pian, and you know the opponent is going to be kind of close to that. You almost want to abort immediately and not even try and creep that. And we do have a Blade Master with the shop, so Fleet Scroll is going to be available to just run there and make sure that doesn't get crept easily.
Yeah, this is pretty lucky by Fly, honestly. Of course, it's one of 3 positions where your opponent can be, and getting that scout off right away where the opponent's spawning position is, plus the Ancient of War, that's just marvelous. Not gonna have to do any guessing over here, and yeah, I imagine also gonna be aggressive right away. Or, with having scouted, perhaps he relies on the fact that Yange will be cautious, and then he can go for a circlet, maybe a bit of creeping himself. We'll see. Blade Master Mogul the Sly. The goal here will be, of course, as always, to slow down the Keeper as much as possible, because if that hero gets level 3 too fast, problems will start arising very quickly.
Is it in Moogle?
It's a good question. Moogle?
Pronunciation of English sometimes can be a little funny like that. But yeah, interesting base here from Fly. If you were to run in, he can definitely lock you in. So you're gonna have to be careful. And this kind of burrow is also like very misleading. It feels like he could attack it. It's sick protection for his peons, actually. We've seen how key it can be to just go there, entangle a bunch of the peons, kill them, and then just wreck the economy of the orcs. So Fly just designs a base where it's going to be very hard to do that. He already has the war mill that's going to increase his wood economy even more. And early on, he's not suffering any economic damage. Ooh, Tree of Life on the other side.
Is this war mill purely for lumber and later on upgrades and so on? Or is it for headhunters? It was last DreamHack, right, where we saw this weird Blade Master Headhunter build, which back then really didn't work out. Ooh, the borrow cancel. I think he's gonna get it, right? Yeah, he must.
Oh my god, the grunt is gonna find the tree, I think, on the right side. Dude, look at that grunt. He's on the hunt.
Can he cancel it?
He could buy staff at the shop, but then if Yange realizes he can steal the staff away. I mean, Blade kinda needs to be at home right now.
A town is under siege.
No, he's gonna get the burrow. Oh wow!
Oh wow!
So sick.
Once again, costs a lot of experience, a lot of HP and mana here, but it is definitely the burrow delayed for a long time.
Blade, did he see it?
Oh, he has to get the staff now. The Keeper.
He didn't see it if he ran past, so that AP is gonna finish. He steals the staff. Yange with a great move. Tree was found on the other side. He could actually staff there. Okay, the blade is headed there. Oh, he's gonna go buy the other staff. But then that AP, oh my god, Yange is making stuff happen everywhere.
Yeah, AP finishes, and that's scary. But the Keeper doesn't have Entangle. It's really the Entangle plus the AP, which is the really scary thing. Oh, and look at this burrow. Not in range of the first primary burrow. Oh my, no way. He's gonna get this cancel as well.
Well, if he gets
Fly
that,
is supply stuck forever.
Can he get it on time? I think that could be repaired. And then second hero could stop in the nick of time.
Why is he shadow melding? Why is he shadow melding? Wait, is it enough? Oh, the repair. Oh my god. It's so close. It's so close. It's so close.
He's gonna
staff back from the blade. He canceled the expansion. But if he doesn't shadow meld, he's gonna get this kill, isn't he?
Yeah, I think he was taking a lot of damage from the piercing damage of the burrow. That blade going to work on the AP. There is no wisp nearby to repair, and the tree was taken down on the right-hand side. So that's no expansion opportunity here.
That was almost a complete disaster, though, for Fly regardless. Even with that kill, the burrow going down. Imagine then an Alchemist comes in. We have Acid Bomb as well, and more hunts coming. But now we have the Shadow Hunter. We do have Headhunters as well.
If that burrow died, he would have been in so much trouble. That was an insane clutch here at the last seconds.
Yeah.
Really, really sick to be able to save this. Oh, he went Sentinel. So he's able to spot that Blade Master right now. 2 more APs. Oh my god, he's committing to this Headhunter, going to work on that Ancient Protector. He cancels to try and repair. Should have done that earlier. He might have saved that for a little bit longer. Keeper stats back. He has dust. He bought dust.
Still no entangle though. This Blade Master still has mana for Windwalk. He's still got the Speed Scroll. Now we have the Shadow Hunter. Hex might even be a good idea, considering he already has plenty of piercing damage here. And he does go into Hex. Fly, is he feeling a little inspired here to once again lose his Blade Master, or what's going on? No. This time he's gonna save it. Forces the TP out. And with that, Fly has certainly stabilized as we reach tier 2. And for the Night Elf, there is no expansion in sight. Not even level 2.
Yeah, Keeper with 0 experience. Not every day you get to see this, but now he can creep the mercenary camp finally. And we have... He's starting an Ancient of Wonders. No lore started at all just yet. Blade Master is... I would expect Cruise Scout on the right side to see or make sure that there is no tree going up. I guess having staff makes him feel really safe, so he's actually going to check out the entire main base of Night Elf. He's going +1 attack for those hunts.
Alright, trying to get up a strong army first and then expand maybe. That's how Lolliad used to play a lot, like half a year ago, maybe even longer, delaying the expansion by a lot. First getting up the Huntresses with decent upgrades, but Lolliad also played with a lot of leveling on his heroes, where we still only have 1-1 at the moment.
It's so weird to see a Keeper without level 2 here. Like, the first thing you think of when you see a Keeper is like, oh my god, there's Entangle, but here, there isn't even Entangle. I'm gonna try and steal the Null Overseer here. Invested a lot. Oh, he's gonna go mass APs, I think. We got a lot of Wisps coming. There is no tech behind this. +1 is on the way. He's gonna line up well with when this attack gets there. That Greater Healing might have to be popped pretty early here. Actually, if he takes too much damage, he might die from 1 Hex. I think Fly's waiting for that. He's hoping that the Null Overseer will attack. Okay, he realized the blade was there. Oh my god, he popped it! Oh, that was so close!
Now the blade's surrounded though. Wait a minute. But the Keeper, where's the next Hex? There it is. Both might be falling. Heal Spray trying to help out. Both first heroes in trouble. Blade Master gets level 2. But he falls. It's level 2 for the Alchemist then.
Oh my god, and actually, Fly has a low HP grunt. I think, wait, do you just start like a multiple Ancient Protectors here? Keep in mind, Keeper is being remade now, and he has a Staff of Teleportation. He can just Staff of Tele immediately into the Orc base.
Heal Wave it is. I thought in this situation you would want to go Serpent Wards maybe, but no. Healing
oh my god, he starts APs. And there's a Wyvern already out.
Oh, smart play. There's barely any anti-air here.
Well, the Alchemist attacks there and the Troll Berserker as well.
Yeah, actually a lot of damage towards the Wind Rider. Ouch. Oh my god, almost loses it. But the Hex to keep it safe, the heals health after.
The Keeper is staffing in. You don't have Entangle still. Okay, finally. But there is a Shaman here with Purge available. The Shadow Hunter? Oh my god.
Oh, is he dead? Oh my god, almost.
Purge just on time. The Wyvern goes down, and 2 of those Ancient Protectors are about to finish.
Oh my god, what is happening in this game, dude? Blade Master will be coming out. Took him a bit longer since he was level 2.
Alchemist is almost 3, but he don't have mana. Keep in mind, yeah, there's a Sentinel right there, so the Blade Master cannot overextend. And I know it's risky to even say this in a Fly game. Cancels the Healing Salve on the Shadow Hunter. And we have a Demolisher about to finish.
Oh yeah, that's gonna help out a lot against these APs. The Spirit Lodge, though, is lost. No more Shaman. How many does he have left? A single Shaman. Not even a Purge at the moment. But beautiful base layout. The Demolisher here protected behind the shop, behind the burrow. Blade Master going in deep.
Oh, Fortified finishes just as those APs are about to be in range of that burrow as well. That's gonna help a lot.
Yeah.
More Wisps coming in, they get sniped. Alchemist almost level 3. Shadowhunter with a lot of mana here to work with. I think Yange needs more Wisp, but he's already used all of the ones that he had. I think he has almost... Wait, he's got 0 Wisp on wood. I can't find one anywhere. Okay, 1 at the Mercamp, that's it.
That was almost surrounding the Shadowhunter, but he fights his way out. Entangle, or Ensnare that is, on the Alchemist. The second hero goes down. Not too much left for... Well, actually, it's a lot of Hunts still here standing. But against the Burrow and against the Demolisher, it looks like Yange can't force this.
He has an entangle, goes for the shadow, but oh, that's not gonna be enough. The second AP falls, and it looks like Fly is defended.
Yeah, and now entangle plus demolisher combo doing good damage. Can't dodge those hits. Good play by Fly. Definitely under pressure this game. Started at the very beginning with the burrows getting cancelled. Fly with a stressful map 1. But seems to be in a good position now. Still no expansion for the Night Elf. Still only hunts.
A man who wears a kitty ears headsets does not crumble under pressure, Remo. He thrives under pressure, if anything.
Yeah. That headset survived a lot. Saw many tournaments.
Forces are under attack.
Imagine if one day he changes headset and he's like never losing his blade ever again. And be like, oh my god.
The headset was cursed. I think the meme was alive before the headset though. If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Creeping continues. Lion Horn, not bad.
40 supply for Fly, 40 for Yange. He's coming in ready to entangle. And there is no shaman now. Goes for one of the raiders. Blade immediately takes out one of the mercenaries. That one Wind Rider actually gonna be targeted. Kinda delayed on that. Gets a healing scroll. Demolisher going to work and it's been kinda ignored. It's always hard to go to the backline and target that. He's trying to go for a surround on the shadow. If he could kill that.
Wait,
Flying
he's stuck.
losing his blade.
Oh my god, they're both surrounded! Oh, no, he's fighting his way out. How is he doing this? Is the Blade Master going down? There's a staff last second. He kills off the one Huntress to get out, and then there's the staff. It looked for a second like he was about to lose 2 heroes, but it's 0 in the end.
So many clutches here.
It feels like Fly is massively surviving, but he's dancing on a high rope between 2 skyscrapers, man. Like one misstep and it all falls apart.
What is this well? What the?
Trying to block him, but now we have the Shaman. Now there is plenty of Dispel against Entangle. And in fact, Hero Kill also is an option with Ensnares, with Aggressive Purges.
Just the one invuln available for Yange, no staff whatsoever. He's got so much moon juice to work with, but he doesn't really get to use any of it.
A player's forces are
And if he pulls back, I think he knows that Orc with a little bit more level, just one more creep camp would be even more dangerous. I'm surprised he's not taking out the Sentinels at all, but I feel like sometimes they're hard to see.
Speed Skull engagement. We're going in. Taking out the Berserker, intending to right away, but a good micro here, keeping it alive. Now the Keeper is kind of exposed. So is the Shadow Hunter, though. Not quite a surround, however.
Keeper getting targeted. He's gonna get a few seconds of invulnerability, but once that expires, if he gets targeted, would fall pretty quick. Alchemist almost out of mana. He's the one carrying the Staff of Teleportation. Lightning Shield used on the Blade Master. That Keeper is not going anywhere. He's going straight to the altar, and GG gets called. Fly gets the 1-0.
What a wild opening to the series, man. This game had so many situations where it could go either way. In the end, it looks like Fly had the perfect defense pretty much, but Yange, very impressive. Well thought out game plan, I believe. Good timings. Not the greatest leveling, of course. It was all very, very, very clutched. This is better than I expected, to be honest. This wasn't as one-sided as the accomplishments suggest.
Yeah, promising for the rest of the series. Fly made one big mistake in his base layout. That first burrow didn't cover the second one perfectly. That almost broke his neck. But he survived and clutched it out. But there were really, really many close calls in that match. Fly has to shake himself a little bit here and realize, man, I can't underestimate this guy.
Exactly. Let's give him 3 minutes to shake it up, and then we're back with map number 2. First game wasn't Yange's to take. He did put a lot of fires on though, and Fly defended everything. Maybe the dynamic will change a little bit as we're going onto Turn a Stand.
Another large map. A map made for expanding. This could be a longer game if we do follow the standard. So far, it looked pretty straightforward from Yange. But if there's a map to play a Warden, even against Orc, it's this one.
Does he try? Does he dare to try the impossible? Because we haven't seen a whole lot of Warden against Orc, but yeah, it can be done. But against Fly, who's looking so impressive against Elf, could be a little risky if you ask me.
But I guess it's once again one of these days where the underdog just has to try something wild, something crazy, and we saw how wild and crazy his Warden was against Mikael as he kicked him out of the winner bracket, so why not? Lawlight has shown us that it is possible, but of course the standard of Lawlight's Warden is pretty damn high. I'm really curious. It feels like Yange used his week very, very well to prepare and to find some strategies that might work, even if they're a little cheesy or even if they're a little all-in-y. But this is Fly's first map pick, so I wonder what he has for us.
What is doing? He's typing "have fun" backwards. He's teneting those greetings. In the start of the game, a merchant creep first, kind of unusual, but I guess if you expect Orc to open with a shop pretty often and speed scroll across the map, this could be one of the great ways to try and counter that. But we're seeing a more normal build of just altar into barracks from Fly.
Yeah, very standard here so far. This is the safe option for Night Elf. Blade Master aggressively here can't do much. It's still a fast level 2 if you creep it perfectly, which I imagine should be done. Blade Master or Farseer? Shadow Hunter! I forgot about the Shadow Hunter! Of course, Shadow Hunter on this map with Lightning Shield creeping can get ahead quite quickly. In the past was played with a Tinker and then an all-in push towards the Night of Expansion, but can also be played with the Pit Lord, which can be very strong if it finds fast levels. Normally starts off with a Merc Camp creep, but there's no shop yet. Isn't that what you usually see with this kind of thing? But a peon moving out now should be a shop, I suppose. So shop and burrow, 2 burrow that is, should be somewhat late of attack here for Fly.
Yeah, on the other side is the Keeper again. No faith in the Warden here against Orc. Again, it can be pretty risky. Against somebody that knows how to play really well against the Warden, it does feel like it's very hard to pull off, like harder than usual. It's already not an easy hero to pull off. Like, you need to be really on point with everything. There's not much room for any mistakes. Keeper, obviously, a lot more accessible. Just Treants, Entangle. Usually you kind of know what to do at what time. And what do we get? One of Illusion. Pretty good for scouting. The question is always, do you reveal early that you went for a Keeper by doing an illusion on that and sending it across the map? Against right now, it's not in a rush to get some information. Actually, wait, he lost. Okay, he scouted with Wisp, and he lost that, so he knows it's a shadow, I think.
Yeah, the Wisp also kind of forced the Hex, because if you don't Hex and kill the Wisp, you can just detonate against the Lightning Shield, which is going to mess with things quite a bit. That Hex is good right now in the early stages, but later on will fall off when you definitely want to have rather Heal Wave and Serpent Wards. Could, of course, retrain if he has the resources. But alright, anyways. Shadowhunter leveling up. He's getting the Shadow Priest right away, which is amazing against the Keeper, of course, who have that quick Dispel. And the Keeper going for the same camp, the Mercenary, and some Mercs.
So what the plan is going to be exactly for Yange? Like, does he expand? We saw that on Twisted Meadows he was attempting that. He forgot one Treant behind, actually. On the other sides, Potion of Greater Healing. It's always really nice, like it's one of the better items. I think it's like that and Greater Mana usually. Mana Steel can be okay. On the other side, yeah, we do have the Mana Steel. So you're going to be able to trade a little bit of mana. And because the opponent doesn't have a Greater Mana, it might work in your favor, especially if he's able to spam those Entangles on units. But right now, he's still trying to finish the camp.
Look at that aggressive play on the Shadow Hunter. He's just running in like a linebacker. He's of course backed up by that heal potion. Trying to take out the Shadow Priest right away, then there's no Dispel anymore. But the same is done on the other side. Shadow Priest, very fragile, we see it right here. And follows up with the Hex onto the Berserker. That should be his kill. Shadow also in a bit of trouble, but here comes the big healing potion. Holding onto it for the last second. Oh, the Wisp detonate! Comes in to save the Berserker. Just barely in time, able to save that expensive unit. Man, it's a bloody early game here between these two.
I think he was trying to kill that grunt. He had the low HP one, so he couldn't tangle the other one. Ooh, can he force the potion? 13 hit points, 1 hit. Ooh, forces it. Okay, that's actually very nice defense from Yange. He did lose a couple units, but he gets the hold there eventually.
So it feels like this was better for Yange. He only really lost the Shadow Priest, not the Berserker, very importantly. Shadow had to run back with his tail tucked between his legs and is definitely down in experience now by a decent amount. In the middle at the green camps, trying to find some good items. Claws for a Pit Lord could be amazing. Ring is also not too bad. Alright.
Take that back. What's the plan exactly for Yange? That's the big question here. Does he want to play with lores? We have the Huntress Soul. We see so much Ancient of War massing, really, between archers and huntresses usually in this matchup. But now the Ancient of Wars are uprooted. It's going to help him creep the expo, so maybe we'll see lores here. Who knows? Oh, he gets a second ring. That's going to be on tanky Pit Lord, but then not going to have as much damage as if you would have found some of those items.
Can still hope for some damage items. There's still a claws in the north at the green. There's a belt, which would double down on tankiness and damage here at the Taskmaster camp. But of course, what you want is the auras. Alchemist coming out. Oh, does he smell this creep, perhaps? Orcs love going for these greedy camps during nighttime nowadays. Pull out the creeps, creep a big camp, whether it's mercenaries or lab, very beneficial. And yeah, this is gonna go unscouted. But also, Yange's creeping a lot himself. Keeper level 3 and beyond already. And we do have that Tree of Life.
Yeah, cleave first. Gonna help a lot with this. It's pretty nice to pull this camp, I gotta say. I never do it. I guess with melee units it makes even more sense. But yeah, not having those little guys slow any of your units is really, really cool. And we have... Actually... Fly waited a very long time before picking additional spells to his Shadow Hunter here. He was just on Hex, level 1 picked, and I think he was waiting to see if he picked Serpent Wards or Healing Wave. And he goes for Healing Wave.
Yeah, barely any display here anymore. This Shadow Priest. Out of mana. It looked like when he was in Tangles he didn't have mana regen, but maybe I'm just imagining things. He's only going to have one Abolish over here. Fly trying to creep a lot, very aggressively. Has the TP, of course, to get back if he needs.
Is Yange going away from this?
Could take out the shop over here. This would be a big deal.
He looks like he's going for burrows. It's kind of weird. I thought he would just fight this army, especially if he saw Fly start this camp. I think he just wanted to make sure maybe that he got his expo up and saved it, so he attacks now and he forces it down for...
Good burrow. Oof, despite the Scroll of the Beast, kept alive. Good TP. And now we're gonna have walkers soon, but the expansion is standing. Yange, what's he going for? Dryads, indeed.
Yeah, just I guess just mass Dryads, like that Moon style. Where you just get a ton of them and then you get the defense because you have the expo and then you just have too much for the opponents. But right now, he's very far from having too much. In fact, he has too little. He has 35 supply.
The tank items on this Pit Lord, it's just not stopping. Double ring, bracers, talisman? Bracers don't do too much. I suppose he's gonna sell those.
Okay, just open the cage, send him in. He's ready. He's got the war paint on his face. He's getting amped up.
A third ring, perhaps? Would love some claws over here. Gloves, okay. Also not too bad.
Additional attack speeds.
zone is under siege.
Ooh, the keeper. Oh my god. He's just dead.
Wait, he does. Oh yeah, he
Why?
doesn't have a TP anymore. Keeper, a little overambitious. Perhaps he can at least get the cancel. He does. But that is not an even trade. Ooh, that's so much experience. Shadowhunter level 4.
Yeah, he made sure that the second base wasn't on the way in the meantime with the trance, but losing keeper here is obviously pretty bad. Fly's probably thinking, wow, I'm the guy on the other side of this usually. This feels pretty good.
And now it can creep up even more. It's gonna get 2 big consumables up here. Gonna get close to level 4 Pit Lord. Heal ward! Oh! Wonderful for Orc.
A player's forces are
And plus 2
Even though-
strength tome. Hell yeah.
Yeah, those stones add up over time as well. That pit lord is getting... He's working out at Camp Knopf, you know, he's getting ready for battle. And I think he's
doesn't have
gonna
many
hit
claws,
really
but
hard.
He already has like 45 average damage. It's
Yeah,
not
that's
bad.
insane. I do think, yeah, you should get rid of the rune bracers eventually. And maybe add some damage items. Greater mana? Oh my god, that shadow is gonna have so much mana. He's 4.4 right now. And Yange, there's nothing left to creep. He can't fight on the outside. So he's just kinda cooped up at home right now, waiting for the keeper to come back out. He sees this army, he's like, oh god, I need more time. Please, no rush 10, I meant it. No. Go back.
Well, 10 minutes just passed by. We're at 10:30 now, so he has the license to go in and attack. 60 supply for Yange, but still waiting for that keeper. Good position is crucial. There is no heal scroll on the Orc side, but tons of mana, and still that heal ward. Brutilus, the Pit Lord, extremely close to the level up.
Yeah, there is Abolish on the other side, and Yange actually went for armor upgrades. Look at how many wisps he's pulling. He's like, oh, you have that much mana, let's see about that. If you can get some massive detonations on walkers plus Shadowhunter, that would be pretty nice.
Keeper is back, summons the treants, but we do have walkers, which are great at dispelling against them.
Shadowhunter retrains so he can have Serpent Wards for extra damage plus healing wave. Wisps start connecting, but to be honest, they're mostly focused on the walkers, and there's still 2 disenchant left on that one.
And that's that
Shadowhunter
retraining
has so
tome.
much mana.
Yeah, the Submarine was going to be amazing against the Dryads in the back. The Cleave also starting to stack up over here. Is there enough healing on the Alchemist to keep his army alive? The armor upgrades don't work against Cleave, by the way. That bypasses armor. And look at the Snake Pit already. We have 5 Serpent Wards over.
Dude, he's literally ignoring the army. He's killing that Moonwell in the center. Yange trying to stay alive here. Buys a mana potion on the Alchemist. That healing ward actually came in pretty handy. And those Orc units are dying very slowly. There's also 1 single armor upgrade for Fly. Oh my god, those treants. Just gonna be disenchanted almost instantaneously. Healing spray being used. There is still 1 healing scroll for Yange. He needs to use that very, very soon. Dryads are running low all over the place. Serpent wards still doing work. Tries to go for the shadow. There's no town portal.
Oh!
But he has so much
Wait a
mana to
minute.
work. He's almost level 5.
Oh, everything coming in here for the healing. But he loses the shadow! Oh my god! Oh, the
He has
Cleave
great
double
mana.
kill! He's about to hit a triple kill over here! Oh, Jesus. Oh god, level 5 Pit Lord.
He had greater mana and mana stone. How do you lose your shadow here?
Just get him surrounded, I guess.
I think he
Is that
wanted
coming
maybe to
in?
lose it so the Pit Lord can get level 6.
Oh my god, that Cleave. Oh, are you kidding me? 90% Cleave damage.
Oh
Maybe
my
he can
god.
kill him though. Can he kill the Pit Lord?
Dude,
I mean,
he
he's kind of
got-
tanky.
He got 11 armor. He can't kill that guy. He can already feel the Doom Guard coming. Keeper gets surrounded again. There's no staff on the Alchemist, and Shop is gone, and that's gonna be it. 2-0 for Fly.
Favorite looking strong.
But a fun game once again. Yeah, classic Fly losing his first hero there, even though it wasn't a Blade Master with all that mana. Pretty crazy, but Yange puts on a good fight, and then this big mistake with the Keeper. This expansion, if it pays off over time, maybe it helps him into a better late game. Interesting approach, going for lures. But yeah, doesn't really work, and my god, this pit lord. What a beauty. What a, yeah, pretty much untamable beast in the end. So 3 match points for Fly. Could follow 1-0 into the semi-finals, and it's a tournament live on the line for the second Korean Night Elf. Will he survive at least one more map, make this a series? We're back in 3 minutes. Here we're back with match points, catching up a little on the schedule here as it seems. Fly is challenged by Yange, but in the end, Yange, sorry, still learning, but in the end, he's just this tiny bit better, in some moments a lot better, but it's not as one-sided as we thought going into this. And Yange hopefully has another curveball here. It's Last Refuge next, if I saw that correctly.
Yeah, it's not the easiest map now to start your comeback on. Keeper, which is you're going to be relying on for the longest time here, oftentimes doesn't even find level 2 if the orc plays very aggressively. But Moon showed us a thrifty new play, a swag little move. Perhaps we're going to see that here as well.
What could that possibly be, Remo? I'm very, very curious. But, right, okay. We are seconds away from joining into the game. What kind of craziness has Yange for us now is the question.
The move I was talking about was a different sort of Ancient of Warcraft at the beginning. Moon showed that you can definitely go for the merchant creep in the middle if the orc doesn't scout you, which normally orcs never do, as with the one borrowed tech at least. Currently, you can't really scout, but Yange actually plays it safe, going over to the green, going very likely with the Demon Hunter. But this is the one map where talents can also be played. You know, lots of orcs out there keep on telling me, Hitman and Carson over and over, that talents are totally busted, they're unbeatable. Cash is one of those guys as well. But none of the Asians are doing it. Why is that?
Yeah. Sometimes it's a stylistic thing. I had the same thing with the Crypt Lord, you know, like when the Crypt Lord's patch came and then people were using Crypt Lord in Europe, I was like, why aren't the Asians using this? It's like really, really good. And then it took them a very long time, but then we finally started seeing it. You know, Mikael's been having good results with it, but there's still a lot more reluctance than Europeans to go into it. So it's just a stylistic thing, it feels like, you know, like the hero's the same in both regions. We're playing on the same patch, but over in Asia, I think they play more standard a lot of the time, and against Orc nowadays, that means playing without talents.
Not that I'm complaining, talents can oftentimes be a little dull for large parts. It is going to be the Keeper here. There are some Night Elves out there who try to make the Keeper work with talents. I think Neutron is the #1 standout player there, but we have rarely seen it, if ever. Normally, it's Keeper hunts Expo into Archers, and whoa! Fly is creeping at the beginning. Should have seen this with the shop. Normally on LR it was always Blade Master being aggressive right away without a shop, going for the circlet, following the Keeper around. And that I always considered the way stronger play. Because if you can stop the Keeper from getting level 2, I guess that's what you should do.
Yeah, it gets the ring. He's not loving life right now for sure. On the other side, Glover faced. He used the speed scroll to get there quickly.
Yeah, in case there's a green camp creep happening right now, he wants to be there to again prevent the level 2. So I guess this is the best of both worlds. The Blade Master still gets his first creep and gets the item there and could still harass the Keeper after. The danger is you're exposing the Grunt on the other side of the map to die to the Keeper of the Grove. And that would be in fact level 2. That will be in fact level 2. But it does cost 3 entangle, so it is quite a bit.
You can get it in 2. Look at this.
And only 2. Oh,
okay, is it gonna be denied?
Oh, it's such a big deal!
Wow. Yeah, so he needed the third one, I guess, to make sure he could get that. I mean, it was very close. If he had gotten that, obviously pretty amazing for the Keeper, because then he still has mana left over to work with. But now, not quite level 2.
Oh, look at that Peon Scout on the high ground. Oh, wait, did he see it? Ah, he sends it there for the reveal, maybe. Oh, the AP's right there! Did he see it or not? I'm not sure.
Okay, this Archer's dead. The Keeper going to work in the meantime. Archer can actually buy some time. I guess the AP is still going to be pretty slow.
Keeper is now out of mana, so the Grunts coming out will be safe. Archer
Dude, that
died.
AP is going to take 2 years to get there.
Okay, he could wake up the creeps, I guess.
Oh, don't
and with the
attack
Windwalk, Fly knows exactly how to play this.
Oh my god, the AP is taking so much. He's going to fall from creeps. Wow.
And, you know, it looked like a cool idea on the high ground, but... Oh, and the Keeper is stuck in the main, forced to TP. The AP is dead. The Archer died. The tree is scouted instantly with the Peon. That's what we call a yikes, Todd. That's a big yikes.
Like, you know that the blade is going to be headed there quickly or shortly thereafter with the staff ready to get the cancel. I mean, technically, you could maybe just stand there and be ready to entangle. But then, I mean, you can't just staff out. If he catches that Grunt, yeah, I mean, it still would be too many entangles for him to be able to kill. I'm surprised that Keeper is not standing next to the tree, actually. I think maybe the best play would be like to detonate now, for example. Get the surround and force the Blade Master to staff out, so then you can get to your tree. Oh, he went Sentinel again pretty quickly after just a few hunts.
Can he save it?
If he surrounds it before the staff is used, then he can cancel the staff. Okay, well, that was... Yeah, I think he was just trying to save the tree.
with the grunt here.
Hey, there's another Antingle. Is Blade dead? Oh my god, if he had the dust, I think he would have killed it. He moves out of the Sentinel area. Another one is used, but again, Blade barely escapes. And that's gonna be it.
Wow.
Fly moves on to the semis.